Welcome back, guys, to Horizon Forbidden West, where last episode, after finding a way up onto the stand of the Sentinel's toolneck to map the area, we returned to Camp Nowhere to find that Porgav had a new request. Having recovered the missing keepsake within the tunnel Aloy cleared out to find it openable, with the contents meant for his estranged sister, who we located back in Chainscrape to complete Broken Locks. Having now engaged in a bit of backtracking within the claim, we continue on. Fire up here as well. I mean, I don't think now is necessarily the time for us to go completing older bits, but... Because that Relic Ruin. It's nearish the way to getting back to Gaia, after all. Which is my true desire. After all, with all three bits of thingies, then I guess we move on to Hephaestus. I'm amazed I haven't found another trial ground anywhere lately. Whee! Feel like after the stealth trial they said, nah. Let's not send him into anything like that again. It was embarrassing. Fortunately, I can't just climb this wall, can I? Yes, I can. More importantly, there's a green shine here. I don't know if I'm imagining things, but I feel like there's more here, but... Well, we came here to do a thing. Interesting how the symbol ended up way ahead of it. Or above. Goodness, no monsters came out of that one. Well, that was kind of crap. That was a whole lot of nothing. Right, let's go back on the beaten trail to this Relic Ruin at the Dry Yearn, which we could not get to because of flower power. We now have it.
Old ruin built into the cliff.
We now can.
I think that's the one that Tanakh told me about. Might be worth poking around inside. Some kind of thing. I should take a look around.
And now we have access. Beautiful access.
Oh, great.
I say, don't tell me you're going to block the way, so if I want that green shine, I have to go the whole way around. See, more to the point, where am I putting this? Oh yes, if I want that green shine, it is indeed the case that I'm going the whole way around. Thank you.
I'm surprised this thing works after all this time. Uh-oh. Door's closing.
Well, I'm supposed to jam it. So I'll leave it for now. Oh, what? Okay. Never mind. It's on track, so I can't do that. I'm supposed to jam it, right? No, I'm just supposed to go through.
Try that again.
That doesn't at all seem dumb.
Now's my chance. Still move. Well, the door's closed. So now I'm locked in. Let's hope there's a way out. This could be useful.
Yeah, that's why I thought I had to jam the door, but then I guess the door will probably be too heavy. I can still get up to here.
Door's locked. Looks like it needs a key module. Okay, now what to do with you?
Nothing by the look of it. And so it was that Aloy pinned herself against the blast door. A silly death. For sure, for sure. What is that noise and where is it?
Well, I can't expect everything to hold up in this place, I guess. How am I gonna get up there now?
I don't know, because it's also kind of blocking my path. It landed in an incredibly annoying way.
Key module. I'll find a use for you.
Okay, Aloy. Didn't have to do that. Rip your arm out your socket, but feel free.
I think I have what I need to open this door. There.
I've already pulled out the other side. So I'm guessing we probably could have kicked it through.
What's in here?
Well, no matter what, I'm going down. Legitimately, what's in here?
Let's trigger chain reaction. Huh. Looks like I'm back on the other side of the big door.
I think whatever's in here is like above me or something. It's just very noisy. No, Aloy. No parkour. Just pull. Let's turn that.
Hurry to get to the other side.
Interesting how I couldn't pull it.
What?
This is not what I want. Now I am confused. I need a box this side or a box that side? Did I just get myself all kinds of confused? What do I need to do? Stop dropping on me, rocks. There's this that I have to deal with up there. But it doesn't really involve that. That can get me to that. And that's nice and all. How to get up there? Do I need to put it back now? That would suck.
Better move quickly.
Looks to me that I need to get onto that within a certain time scale. Do I need this as well to facilitate this? I do not know. Can I maybe even jam it now? And that ends up with it being at the right amount.
Find a way to reach the relic, but uh-oh. Door's closing.
Yeah, I know.
Okay. That should keep the door open.
So what's the original idea with the box, but with the drill cut instead? You gotta do quite a bit to get it through enough.
Spellcaster won't work on that.
That did it really dead on. Whee! Relic Ruin complete.
Another relic. There's data here.
6 out of
I
9.
think this thing might be from Las Vegas.
Stanford days. And that's when we ran into Carl. Hadn't seen the guy in, 12 years? Then he insists we hit the strip together, just like the good old Stanford days. What a jerk. I mean, the top shelf booze, VIP seating, and 24k gold leaf oyster shooters? Real oysters. We're interstellar, but everything else... there's a reason we fell out of touch with that shitbag. Golden tokens out.
Might be able to figure it out if I head back there.
Well, still needing 3. But at least that's another thing blocked by the flower. It is most importantly... no longer blocked. Okay then. Somehow I have not got this shelter. Or I have got it? No, I haven't. Let's pass through there and head back to base.
I could look around more before I head out. See what else I can find.
Interestingly, Aloy is very much like do the exploration. She's kind of insistent at this point. Which is a little confusing, because, I feel like we're nowhere near the end. Surely. Surely we're nowhere near the end. 56%. Doesn't look like it. She was talking about the ruin, probably. Maybe I should stop going through the death terrain. Quite insistent that I am. No question mark shall wait on my map. Begone all of thy. Up we go then. It's time to deliver. It's time to find out what's next in the story. What do I need to do? Oh, Hephaestus. How do we deal? Well, looks like our guys are ready to speak again.
Some of them ate more like the Utaru. Called themselves vegetarians. From what I'm reading, all the old ones wanted to eat was this stuff called chocolate.
Yes.
Aloy, you've returned. And you come bearing gifts. Does this mean we'll soon be able to uproot the Zeniths from our lands?
That's what I'm hoping.
Good.
There's a lot to talk about then. Your training first of all.
It looked like you were working on something over there.
With Gaia now growing in strength, I've been trying to find a way to heal the land gods, even if some people think I should give up on them.
Already said I was sorry.
Your friend thought it'd be a good idea to replace the land gods with new machines when Gaia recovers.
It wasn't.
The land gods have taken care of our people for generations. They are not some broken toy to be thrown away. Even if they are just machines doing their job, to abandon them in their time of suffering seems cruel.
I'm sure Varl understands that too.
He does now. I had to get pretty mad at him at first, though.
You know I can hear you guys, right?
Varl looks pretty focused.
He's been obsessing over the data revealed to us by Poseidon. Just the other day, we read about mountains hiding deep underwater that spew fire. If I understand correctly, Gaia said the flames they release come from the very center of the earth. Like a heart, beating with the life of the world. As always, the cycle can be found in even the most unlikely of places. Of course, Varl's mostly interested in watching explosions happen underwater.
Seems a bit mean. They're cool.
You ever play that board game Aaron set up?
Strike? I'm the one who gave it to him. I was hoping it'd distract him enough to spare us that ruckus he calls death metal. No such luck.
I mean, well, you know, death metal's not actually like that, and it's actually quite cool. Depends. What I like for the symphonic stuff, yeah, really. That kind of dueling guitars. Yeah, me. I like to be at my time.
I should get going.
If you need me, you know where to find me.
Quite partial to it myself.
Aloy, is that what I think it is?
Just need to merge it with Gaia, and she'll have enough power to handle Hephaestus.
Good news. So, what can I do for you?
So, you and Zoe got into a bit of a fight, huh? Should have known better than to suggest Hephaestus could make new land gods to replace the old ones in Plainsong.
The last thing I wanted to do was dismiss their traditions. But I was trying to look at things differently. More like you know? To see a machine as just a machine.
Yeah, I guess I led you into trouble there, didn't I?
Not your fault. Don't worry.
I mean, I can't really disagree with the way of thinking. Got a bit of devil's advocacy in that, you know? Just saying, well, we could do this. This is one solution, and it truly is one solution.
Looks like things between you and Zoe are better now.
I suffered through a few hours of glaring silence. Then she seemed to move on. Sort of. How do people do this? How do I know if the next thing I say won't blow up in my face? What if an apology is not enough next time?
You give her a stuffed animal?
You're the worst. You know that?
What makes you think I know anything about any of this? You're on your own.
Abandoning me again, huh? Well, if she kills me next time, it's on you.
Better get this to Gaia.
You did it, Aloy.
Let's hold off on the ale till it's over and done with.
I'll let Aaron know.
It's 3 bits. The big boys next.
Looks like you got what you wanted.
Yeah. It's almost time to go after Hephaestus.
Finally. We get to rock and roll. Yeah, at least that's how the old ones said it, I think.
Bet you're used to that focus by now.
Well, I can hit machines in their weak points. I guess that's something. I wish all the other data was as easy to deal with. To be honest, it's hard to understand half of what's on there. And then the other half reminds me, this isn't a fight you can win by just waving a hammer. Which is kind of what I do. But hey, that just means I gotta study harder. Make myself useful.
Just give it time. What else have you been studying with your focus?
Yeah, I've been looking into this Vegas place you found. Gaia showed us everything that happened when you went to get that Poseidon thing. I mean, this Morland guy seems pretty smart. Though, risking the Tenakth clan lands for a light show is a bold move.
Maybe I should check up on them at some point. Just in case.
Right.
Indeed, really. They're definitely having forays down there. It's not something you can hide.
Anything happen I should know about?
Zoe asked us to help her bring more plants in here. Not for eating, apparently. Yeah, if you ask me, the place is fine as it is. Metal might be plain, but it's sturdy. Nothing wrong with that. Who needs a bunch of vegetation?
Well, I mean, it makes the place look nicer. Green's a good color.
I should get going.
I say hi to Gaia for me.
When you got a Gaia, have a chat. I'm sure Gaia would love to speak to more people. Hi, Katalo. I like to slide.
You busy?
One must never be idle when at war. But there is always time to speak to one's commander.
Oh, that's not really how I see myself.
It is how we see you.
Anything interesting happen while I was away?
I found an acceptable place to practice with my blade.
Oh, and where's that?
Outside, above the base. There's a nest of sunwings that are always up for a fight.
Ever thought of sparring with something that's not trying to kill you?
That would defeat the purpose of the training.
Yeah, he's a bit more than just training, isn't he?
Anything else you've been looking at with that focus?
Gaia showed me the knowledge you recovered out in the desert. I am no chaplain, but I'd be curious to test if something I read is true.
What is it?
The Old Ones believed one could hear the great waters, even in the middle of the desert, if you carried the carcass of a water animal with you. They called them seashells.
That sounds kind of gross.
Yeah,
What have you been up to?
Varl has asked to learn the differences between my people's clans, so I've been teaching him Tenakth history. It is heavy with blood and death, but also with honorable deeds and vanquished tyrants. Maybe you'd like to hear about it as well, when our mission is done.
I'd be honored. I'll let you get back to your training.
And so will I.
See whose decoration sense is dominating? Well, the thing is, no matter what, the person who wants to decorate will dominate. It's simple as that, right? It's not about the domination in that regard. It's just that Zoe wants to decorate. The others don't really necessarily care for it. The result is...
Plugging in that power cell downstairs must have turned on these holograms.
Which holograms? I'm blind. Oh, these ones? Okay, cool. Luli, welcome to the channel. That's not the lab for that. Is that not the lab for that? Which is the lab for my overrides again? I could probably do a couple, but not too many, I'd imagine. No.
What's next?
No, that's the smoggy room of love and passion. Alright, so the overrides we've got. Spike Snout we can do. Can't do Fireclaw. Can't do Scorcher. Can't do Shell Snapper. Can't do Stalker. Another stealth generator and we'd been able to do it. Okay, Beta. Never thought I'd find it that hard to find the way that's down. I'll just get stuck on this plant pot. Zoe! Big plant pots are one of my favorite sliding locations. I bet it doesn't want to talk.
Hey, just wanted to see how you're doing.
I'm fine.
Because the last time we spoke about Tilda, you got pretty upset, so I...
Forget it. Was there anything else?
Yes, there is.
So, have you been going through more of the recordings for my focus? What about studying Hephaestus? Have you been doing that?
A little. It's quite different from the subordinate function that escaped Gaia Prime 20 years ago.
How so?
It's mutating. Changing its own code. At this rate, we'll never capture it.
We'll find a way.
If you say so.
With the way they make it pause afterwards, you've got to wonder if this is going to result in a blowout, in an argument, like why you like this. Because this, in the weirdest way, isn't it? This could be like a slight bit of therapy that Aloy needs too. Both Beta and Aloy. It could result in an argument talking about themselves, like why you like this, why is this, why this. And a chance for reflection? I don't know.
So have you been upstairs at all?
Not really. Varl sometimes comes down here to talk. He keeps asking if I'm okay. I thought he only wanted to know about my productivity, but... It's almost like he actually wants to talk to me.
Yeah, I think he does.
I kind of want to go like, yeah, he kind of actually like wants to talk to me too, but I'm also really bad at it.
Have you talked with anyone else in the base?
I speak with Gaia. She asked me how I'm feeling and my opinion on various topics. I didn't expect that from an AI.
That's all thanks to Elizabeth. She believed Gaia had to care, not just follow her programming orders.
I know. Independent emotional processing enabled the previous version of Gaia to create you, after all.
Yeah. I guess so. So, aside from Varl and Gaia, who else have you been talking to?
Zoe told me how you met after your escape from the Hades Proving Lab. I had no idea you were severely injured. If the Zeniths had killed you, life on Earth would be doomed. My escape would have been for nothing.
But they didn't kill me. And thanks to Varl and Zoe, I was able to recover. You said you and Varl talk sometimes. What about?
He told me about your tribe, the Nora, and the proving ritual you did. I told him if I was born into the tribe, I'd never be able to do the proving.
It does require a lot of physical training, but there are plenty of other roles besides being a hunter.
I don't think I'd be suited for any of them.
Well, I guess it's a good thing you're not a Nora, then.
That feels like it's a snipe, but also the fact that Aloy's like, being a Nora ain't all that's cracked up it's to be, you know? It's like the most awkward of conversations. I think I've done the questions about Tilda earlier, but I'm not even sure anymore.
It's time for me to go. I'll check on you later.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. The way that they've made it, like, linger, camera-wise as well.
The old ones put blades on their feet and
Danced on ice.
They did do that, so
That
nice.
doesn't sound safe.
Does sound fun, though.
And hopefully they're not talking about the show. We don't need any of that, thank you. So yeah, it's the way the camera lingers. It makes it so much more awkward. My goodness.
It is good to see you again, Aloy. I see you have recovered Demeter.
I have indeed.
With the acquisition of Ether, Poseidon, and Demeter, my heuristic processing density has expanded greatly. I should now be able to absorb Hephaestus, and fortunately, we have made progress on a plan to capture it. With Varl's encouragement, Beta analyzed all available information on Hephaestus. Its expansion has been rampant. It is too large to be beamcast, and the kernel you have been using could never hold it. Therefore, it must be contained in a location with a direct physical connection to me. A place with 2 data cores.
2 cores. Where would we find a place like that?
Gemini.
An abandoned cauldron in the desert west of here. Seismic activity disrupted the original construction. 2 data cores were built as a result.
I know that place. It's near the Desert Clan's capital. We'll have to bring you there by hand.
I have devised a blueprint for a suitable, albeit unwieldy, transport rig. It will require 2 people to carry it to Gemini.
I can help.
Once I am installed on the first core, I will call down Hephaestus on the other, trapping it. I will then initiate the merge. However, in order to construct the rig, I will need considerable help.
Can you build it? I suppose I could, but it's not gonna work. The Zeniths will find you. Minerva won't be able to conceal your location.
That is correct. Absorbing Hephaestus will create a significant power surge, easily detected by anyone capable of noticing.
But what if there were multiple power surges? To fake out the Zeniths? If Erend, Zoe, and Katalo spread out to the other cauldrons and create their own surges, would those conceal the one at Gemini?
Analyzing. Such a tactic might be effective. With Beta's help, we should be able to build a set of handheld pulse generators.
I told you it's not gonna work. I did a test. Hephaestus has written Alpha clearance out of its access module. You'll never be able to capture it. Then we need a higher level of clearance. There is no higher...
Ted Farrow's mega clearance. The one he used to purge the Apollo database and kill the Alphas.
But to get it, you would have to find Thebes. The private bunker he retreated to when the world ended, and nobody knows where that is, not even the Zeniths. Their only intel was that it was somewhere in San Francisco. That might be all I need. Alva, the Quen diviner I met, said her people had set up a base at landfall. They were searching for data in San Francisco from there. She might be able to help. So I guess I'm headed all the way west. While I'm gone, will you be able to build the rig and the pulse generators? I'll try.
I'll make sure she has what she needs.
Alva said the Quen have a ferry on the coast that they use to get to the ruins of San Francisco. That's where I need to go.
Sounds like a long way.